Yo, what's going on, guys? Today I'm about to be going over a trade from today. I got $1,200. I actually made $1,400 today, but the main trade was about $1,200, $1,100 on sfor. So the name of the company is Strikeforce Technologies. I'm just going to get into it really quickly. So I've been trading this stock, for about a week now. You can kind of see. Right here is where all the action has been happening. Every single one of these, bars is one day. So you can kind of see for the entire year, and even before, what is that now? No, yeah. So for the entire year, the stock has done absolutely nothing. You can kind of see it down here, but as we know with these low cap companies, they all it takes is one good press release, one good news article, and these stocks can start to, just go crazy as far as price action. And you can kind of see from it started running at sub penny levels, so below a penny a share, all the way to 21%. So the stock literally ran 3,000%. That's why I trade these low price stocks, because they, when you're trading something like Apple or Google or one of the companies that people know about, it's not going to move that aggressively. You're going to be playing that thing for months, for weeks. What I like to do is get my money inside of the morning or whatever really quickly. A lot of the time, most of my trades are for like 5 minutes, making $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 on a trade. So you can kind of see this company put out news on this day right here. Kind of see it's the first day that it ever started getting any type of action. What did they say? They said that they were putting out they put out a news article and said they had this huge video conferencing technology that's coming out on the 18th of December. And you can kind of see right here, they said, yeah, it's so secure, it's encrypted. Zoom and Microsoft and some other companies can't even do, what our company has the ability to do. So, as always, this OTC market and the penny stock market and the low cap market, it's all based off of hype. So these companies, they come in here and they're lying their asses off and they're saying that, they got this, they got that, whatever. So most of the time I'm not even, really looking at the news. I'm just kind of playing the hype of the moment, because there's no way you're going to tell me that, when the stock was trading at below a penny a share, now it's trading in the 20 cents a share, that something has fundamentally changed about the company. They're not making any more revenues, any more profits. So all that stuff is completely out the window. You know what I mean? You can see right here, this company is $7 million in debt and they have, no profits and no revenue. So I'm looking to trade the hype. So I came in here today, and what you'll kind of see is that, whenever there's an overhyped play on a stock, which is why the stock has been played for a whole week. What you'll have when these stocks close strong or when they gap up the next morning is, you'll have the shareholders from the previous day. They're going to come in and they're going to start selling their shares because they're like, damn, when the market closed yesterday, because these OTCs, they don't trade pre-market, so it's 9:30 a.m. to 4. So when these stocks close, let's say it closed right here at 14 cents. Which is what happened. The next day they wake up and their shares are worth 20% more. So what are they going to do? They're going to start selling, which is what these red candles are right here. But because this stock gapped up, because when the market opens, I see a lot of good volume coming in, I know there's still demand for the stock. So it's not just going to go straight down. You know what I mean? They've got to be selling their shares to someone. And when buyers want to start coming in, the stock price is going to come back up. So it's my bread and butter setup. It's called the dip and rip. Basically, on an overhyped stock that gaps up in the morning, look at 1, 2, 3. For 4 minutes, it gets sold off. But, I'm playing with 65. With this stock, I threw like $6,500 at, which, was a mistake because I probably should have threw like 10 grand at it just because I'm so familiar with the setup. But anyway, after the sell-off is done, you can kind of see, you had this huge red candle right here, and then this red candle was really small, and then you start to get a green candle. So I'm buying, right here on this green candle because I know that the thing is turning. And because of experience, because I've been doing this for a little bit, I'm seeing people on the time and sales tape, which is what you see over here, and on the level 2, they're coming in, they're buying $60,000, $100,000, worth of stock. And when those buyers start coming in, this thing is going to change direction. So, OTCs, over-the-counter stocks, they're pretty one-directional. So you get this sell-off in the morning for 4 minutes, there's no signs of it going up. So once the bottoming starts coming in, and once the green candles start forming, you're getting a pretty nice rip. This is a 23% gain on your money in, what is that, 8 minutes? It's going to take, Apple months to go up 20-something%. So this is a pretty reliable setup, something that I'm familiar with. Now, the important thing is to get out of the stock, while it's still going up. And I know that from, being familiar with these types of plays or whatever, because if you get caught not selling, into this strength right here, into these green candles, and you try to perfectly time the top, then, this thing, it's hard to get out when it starts reversing on you. So you can go from being up, $1,100 like I was, to being, right back to break even. So I locked in profits. I bought it down. I bought it down here, and I sold, pretty high near the top right here. So I mean, that's pretty much all there is to this setup, and now you can kind of see the stock has went from 21 cents where I sold it at all the way back to, 18 cents where I sold it at all the way down to 9 cents. So that just shows how quick you got to be, with these trades and with what you're doing and stuff like that. But, on this setup alone, it's pretty simple stuff. So it's just a matter of, being disciplined and handling your emotions. But I mean, on this setup alone, and maybe in the past few days, I'm probably up, $4 or $5 grand just on this setup. So yeah, you never want to believe, the hype of the companies. You just want to trade the hype. You kind of see, you get the sell-off from the previous shareholders once the news comes out. So today they have put out news that their insiders were buying more shares of the company, which is basically saying, yeah, we believe in our company so much, we're buying more and more shares or whatever. So, stock gaps up, people are up on their shares, so they start selling. But then the hype, the chasers, the people that, believe in the story or whatever, once they see it start going up and up and up and up, up 20% from its lows, they're still buying. And then right here, I'm selling them my shares after the play is over. So pretty simple. You buy fear down here, back down when it's tanking, and you sell greed. And you got to understand the personality of the stock. What a stock does once, it does it multiple times, in and out, in and out, in and out. So right here, this is another day. The stock closed strong on this day. It's hard to tell, but these two candles, this candle right here and this candle right here, these are two separate days. And the stock closed at its high of day this day, up maybe 400 or 500%. It gaps up like 30%. 1, 2, 3, 3 candles where it sells off or whatever, because everybody was excited. They were up on their shares because the news came out overnight, or because the stock closed strong the previous day and now it's gapping up again. Boom, you got a sell off, and then once the bottoming comes in, which you got to read on the level 2 and on the time and sales tape over here, bam, you get another 30% move to the upside. So I made another $1,200 on this literally the day before. So this was back to the back $1,200 days. So I mean, the stuff is pretty simple. It just is a matter of, you're going to take the time to, figure out how to play it.